Happy Saturday. Thanks for tuning in with us at CommunityCPA.com this warm Saturday morning where we share news you might have missed or have coming up while sharing a bite-sized pieces of gold. Sorry, I meant knowledge from our most recent book called Appointment with Ying at 8 a.m. A book that is the first of 4-book series covering essentials to starting up a business. It is tax season, guys. Continue on with your New Year parties with us at Community CPA this season and check off that list on your resolutions to save taxes and not tip the government this year. Feel free to call us at any of our 3 locations we have at Des Moines, Coralville, Iowa City, and Bloomington, Minnesota, which is our newest branch that started last year. Now, 2 things I wanted to share before we dive into the book. First and foremost, our very own Ying has been selected to take part of the IRS's advisory council called the Taxpayer Advocacy Panel. This group identifies issues important to taxpayers and provides perspective to the IRS. So if you have or had issues that are unresolved with the IRS, then come to Community CPA. We can help. There's literally no one who understands the IRS better than us and can also voice your concern when needed. Last but not least, for our Iowa clients, it is also biannual season for your for-profit corporations with the Secretary of State. This is done every 2 years, and last year, nonprofits and LLCs were to file. Now it is your turn as a for-profit corporation, so file this before it is too late. The due date is April 1st. We of course can help at Community CPA, and we charge a flat fee of $115. Appointment with Ying at 8 a.m. How appointments started with Peter and Meg, and appointments today. Peter was so relieved that his legal ordeal was over after 4 years. I was too. I had invested so much of my emotion in this case, I cried at the time Peter and Meg cried their happy tears. Peter called and said, "I want to buy you a car. I got my money back today in the mail." I was so thrilled that he got his refund back so quickly. But I told him, "I don't need a car, and don't worry about paying me." I did not need a reward. I was just touched to witness that the USA is not just a land of opportunity. It is also a place where justice and fairness are at the heart of this amazing government. But Peter did not give in. The next thing I knew, he was renovating his next-door warehouse space into an office for me. He said to me, "You need to come out of your house. We need you here, so we can have your protection and help to run our business." Just before I could ask him for how much rent he would charge me, as if he already read my mind, he said no rent for a year. Community CPA was born. Not like most of the professional firms labeled by the expert's last name. The brand name of this business is no one but the community. From that moment, appointments became the way of life for me. When you are being regarded as heaven sent by the community, how could you not be fully committed to being your best? If you ask my husband about what I do every day, so far in my life, he will say, "She is in appointments all day long and all the time." That is so true. I love to meet with people, and having these appointments is such a vital part of my being. In fact, for the past 10 years, I have held over 15,600 appointments with my clients. Though those appointments represent a large investment of my time, I have learned as much from my clients as they have learned from me. In this book, Appointment with Ying at 8 a.m., I want to share with you some important business principles regarding starting a business that I discovered through my experiences with my clients. To be continued.